Hello, and thanks for tuning in to another Leadership Nugget. Today we're going to talk about coaching to overcome fear. The book Run to the Roar is written by Paul Assaiante, the winningest coach in all of NCAA history. He uses his coaching to propose a very simple leadership philosophy that leverages the ability to turn fear and anxiety into strength and purpose. He uses the analogy of lions hunting to articulate that the larger, more scary lions would roar and the prey would have a tendency to run away. That's what happens in nature. But the younger lions and the female lions are waiting for the prey. In other words, run away from the roar into danger. And that can be the same as it is in leadership. So what are some of those roars in the workforce that we have a tendency to run away from? Some of them are listed here, financial strain, workforce burnout, but, conflict in general. And the idea is, just like we talked about in frog swallowing, things that are difficult to do don't get easier with time. Let's face them up front. Paul uses the analogy of workforce burnout as an example, and his message is tackle it with employee meetings. In my world, we would get out and round and talk to people and ask them how they're feeling about things, but go straight to the problem, discuss it, and work it from front. The concept of connection versus control is really key in all of this. It's the old thing about people don't care what you know until they know that you care. You use your emotional intelligence to make those connections. And that's where trust and empathy lay the foundations for true positive change. I occasionally worked with people in the industry who had a real strong need to control. And generally speaking, those were individuals that had more difficulty when it came to leading change. So giving away some of the decision making and including people in the process is the way to really bring about improvement. And if you ever worked with me, had a guest lecture for me, had a class with me, you know how important I think this is, that the author says success without purpose is hollow, but the point is, why is the most important thing. People have to understand why it's important, and you have to understand why this challenge is before us before you can begin to tackle it. So I'll leave you with this. Running to the roar is leading with courage, humility, hope, even when the outcome is uncertain. And in healthcare, that's what transforms fear into healing and change into progress. So get out there and face those challenges head on. Run right toward the roar. As always, if you've enjoyed this or if you've received any benefit from this, feel free to jump out there and look us up, the School of Global Health Management and Informatics here at UCF.